Always a pleasure to be joined by UFC interim heavyweight champion Ciryl Gane, who just flew home from New York City. Ciryl, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I appreciate you joining me as always. How was New York? Was that your first time there?
No, it was not the first time, but I've been there just two times. But this week was a little bit special, and I really enjoyed myself with the team, and Nassourdine was won, so it was really great week.
Yeah, you were cornering him. Of course, he had a great win over Edmund Shabazian, a
Oh yeah.
finish. He's kind of like the silent assassin of the division. I mean, how proud were you to see him put on a performance like that? I feel like this is the performance that introduced him to everybody.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was a really big test, and we knew that before the fight. And but we knew he can do it. He can do it. But every people like you say it's going to be a really tough fight. At the first one, Nasruddin was a little bit sleeping a little bit, just a little bit. But at the second round, we say, "Oh, my man, let's go. Just let's go. We will see now. You're gonna see. Let's go." And he did it. He did it very well. So we are really proud. And this is mean something now. He's a number 12. Yeah,
Uh,
12 or 10. I
Nasruddin?
don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see the updated rankings, but yeah,
So
he's in there.
that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. We are really happy.
Do you find yourself more nervous cornering someone like a teammate or your own fight?
I'm more nervous, yes, when I'm a cornerman because I don't have the keys on my hand, so it's a little bit special. Yeah.
I didn't see any of that kind of inside video that they do on the corner, but what are you like as a corner man? Are you like do you shout a lot of instructions? Are you calm? Like what's it like being in a corner?
No, I think I'm good because I can see something when someone fight, and that's why maybe I did well in my career, in my young career. And when I watch a fight, I can see what is wrong, what is right, and I like to teach some my guys. And so yes, it's a good pleasure for me to coaching my guys.
Yeah, for sure. And also, when you were backstage, there was that video that kind of went all over the internet of Francis passing by you, and I could imagine. I think you said "Pourquoi il a pas dit bonjour?" Right? Why didn't he say hello? Is that what you told
Well,
Fernando?
something like that. Yes, exactly. I say, why? Just why? It was not necessary, but it's like that. Some people think different like me. Some people are different. So for me, it was not necessary, but he did it. This is his choice. So that's it.
When is the last time you've seen Francis?
Oh, maybe the fight against over him, or maybe the next one. So
Okay,
a
yeah.
little bit.
And have you had any interactions with him at all since
No, no, no,
then?
no, 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 no. No, no. I saw he came in Paris the last month, but I didn't cross him. But that's it.
Were you surprised that he kind of just walked past? I'm assuming that was it. Like after the video, he just walked past, right? There was nothing that happened after that. Were you surprised that he didn't even kind of like acknowledge you guys?
This is a good question. I'm surprised because maybe he have something against me. Maybe he have something against Fernando Lopez, the former coach. But Nassourdine Imavov, like he crossed Nassourdine Imavov just finished his fight and he won. And maybe in MMA Factory, Nassourdine Imavov was the biggest sparring partner of Francis. So Fernand, okay. Me, I'm the future opponent, okay. But Nassourdine Imavov is a little bit changed.
Okay, interesting. So Nasruddin and Francis used to spar a lot.
Oh, a lot. Fernand Lopez used a lot Nassourdine Imavov for Francis. A lot.
And when you see that, does it bother you kind of a little bit? Because you know that leading up to this fight, a lot of us are going to ask you about Francis, about Fernand's history with Francis and all that. Do you feel like him doing that adds a little bit more drama, the unnecessary drama that you don't want?
Oh, me, the stress don't the stress slide on me. So that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm not nervous. This has had nothing for me. I got no feeling, no more feeling with that. Yes, he had something with Fernando Lopez, and everybody knows the stories approximately. And no, this is doesn't matter. No.
What's your perspective on everything that went down with Fernand and Francis? I know Fernand spoke about it extensively before, but from your viewpoint, I mean, is it uncomfortable for you when you see this? Like, what's your viewpoint of everything that went down?
At first, I was a little bit uncomfortable with that because too much people try to put me on the headline, like you are the guy with the revenge. But this is not my story, so let me do my thing.
Hmm.
and uh, and um, and yes, no, now I'm comfortable with that. Like I like to say, when I started my career in the UFC, maybe my one, two, three first fight. After every fight, the journalist thought about that, like entrances, entrances. Yo, stay focused on me, please. I'm just alright. I'm gonna do my thing. Francis is already on the. He was already on the top five, so this is the feeling.
Did you guys ever talk about it, like when Francis was training with you, about the possibility of fighting each other? You've had such a fast rise; he's had a pretty fast rise. But did you guys ever have a conversation about possibly fighting each other in the future?
No, each other, no, 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 no. But I think he knew already, he knew that, and Fernando Lopez knew that. Fernando Lopez knew that a lot, and Fernando Lopez told me, and when he told me at the gym, I said, "We have time, easy, we have time," and they are just 2 or 3 years ago, so it was quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this happened a little faster than you expected, because every time I talk to you, you're ready. I ask you about, are you ready to be pushed fast, the fast rise, and you fought really tough guys, and obviously you don't have as much experience as everyone else, but your performances have been so mature. So would you say
Mm-mm.
this is a little bit faster than you expected?
Yeah, a little bit faster. Like all my career in the Muay Thai was exactly the same. And when I came to the MMA, there are 3.5 now, 3 years and a half. Yes, uh, I think maybe just I came into the UFC in the league after just 3 fight, but UFC called me after 2 fight, and I think there are just one guy in my division. It was Ken Velasquez. Um, Only 2 guys, me and Ken Velasquez, did that. So yes, that's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, and this fight is obviously very big for Fernand Lopez as well. I mean, he should be proud, right? I mean, at the end of the day, the drama aside, he's coached the both of you, and this has got to be like a really big moment. Do you think it's unfortunate that there's drama attached to it when it actually should be more of like a proud moment for Fernand?
Um, doesn't matter the drama. Fernando Lopez put Francis Ngannou in the UFC, in the MMA at first, and after in the UFC. Fernando Lopez put me also in the UFC, and now we are on the top. And this is exactly what I say when I had this interview, this kind of interview when I started in the UFC. The people are asking me, yes, and maybe we got to fight maybe against Francis Ngannou. He's in the same division, and every time I said, if this gonna happen, I prefer this gonna happen maybe for the belt
Yes,
when they're gonna be in the top. And now we are here. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Maybe do you
it's
remember I said that? Maybe
I do
Elise,
remember.
I said that.
It wasn't even that long ago. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, we're
Yeah,
talking
that's
like it
really
was so
crazy.
long. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
right.
That's cool. That's what the story are. We are the drama, but this story is really beautiful.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about it. I feel like I know we as journalists tend to like exaggerate a bit on the drama, and
Yeah,
we enjoy that part. I know, Madiban, but I was saying, like, it's also from the other perspective, also
yeah,
for French MMA as well, for the gym, for MMA in
exactly.
France.
Fernando Lopez can be really proud, of course. It can be really proud, and that's really fun. That's really cool for the MMA in France, and this is gonna help the MMA in France to grow up, and because they have a lot of stars behind us. So you see, Nassourdine Imavov, I talk about him there a few years when he was outside of the UFC, and I say every time Nassourdine Imavov, and now I can say Taylor Lapidus too. I can say maybe how much people can. There are a lot of guys in the MMA factory for real in France.
And I know, like, we've asked you about this before, about this fight being in France. Is it disappointing at all? Like, do you feel like this fight, I mean, obviously you can't wait, right? It doesn't seem like the UFC are going to Paris at least anytime soon this in the coming months, but is it disappointing a little bit that it's not in Paris?
Yes, a little bit, but I can understand. This is a business. I think it is for the business, but yes, a little bit, and I think the fan are a little bit more than me because every people wait for this first fight in Paris, and unfortunately, no. Uh, but this is gonna happen. I'm gonna do my best for that.
Yeah, because we often see, like, when a fighter becomes a champion, when he becomes a bigger star, it kind of happened with Conor, where he headlined Dublin early in his career. But once he became champion, once he became the big star, they didn't really want to do like a pay-per-view event in Dublin. So he never got that chance maybe as a champion. So do you worry at all that for you now as an interim champ, if you get to your goal, that the bigger star you become, that maybe they're not going to want you headlining a fight night in Paris, or maybe they try to do a pay-per-view in Paris or something?
This is exactly what I say to my people. I say it's gonna be a little bit it's gonna be hard to do that to do that in Paris. Maybe if I lose tomorrow, maybe I'm gonna fight in Paris. This is exactly what I say, and all the people say, "Come on, you're gonna win. We don't give. Win your fight."
Yeah.
We're gonna wait for that.
Do you feel like obviously the media obligations have gotten more and more, and I've seen you on some big shows in France. Do you feel like they're feeling the buzz of how big this fight is? Are you feeling kind of the support and the excitement from the French fans leading up to your fight?
We talk about my fight against
Yeah,
Francis.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of ooh la la, a lot of people waiting for this fight. That's really really crazy. I just went to the gym, and every people I don't remember the word, in the vestiaire, like we change yourself,
Changing
you
room,
change the
yeah.
dress and
Locker
changing
room, yeah,
room,
locker
locker
room, yeah.
room. A lot of people say, man, we're gonna come in LA. Every people say we're gonna come in LA. Every people from France, I got maybe 300 people want to go to the LA. That's really crazy. That's really crazy.
That's amazing. And I saw that
Yeah.
video of them after you beat Derrick Lewis. They were lining up outside of the gym to meet you and take pictures.
Yeah, you see that? It
Yeah.
was it was a big surprise. A big surprise. We knew there had a lot of people behind us, but like that, because we did it just we hadn't said this just a couple of days before the event, and for coming at this event, you must have your test, your COVID test, and all
Mhm.
of this. So it was a little bit hard, but there are a lot of people.
Oh, that's good to see. Well deserved, of course. And going into this Francis fight, you're coming off of a win over a guy who's a knockout artist like Derrick Lewis, the man who holds the record for most knockouts. So do you feel like he was almost, I know he's not exactly like Francis, but the fact that he's got crazy knockout power, is he kind of the perfect opponent that you needed to set you up for this fight?
For the media, this was a great answer for the media, because every people talk about the knockout power of Derrick Lewis, and we saw that and managed this very well. I stay inside is was not a problem. So yes, I think it's a little bit the same for Francis Ngannou when you're talking about this knockout power. But Francis are more well-rounded. He can rest a little bit. He can do something at the background of the grand game. Sorry. So no, it's a little bit different. Francis is a little bit more than Derrick Lewis, more well-rounded. Yeah.
And do you feel like Francis has evolved? I know you didn't train with him that much, but overseeing his fights at least and stuff like that, do you feel like he's a different fighter than when you used to spar with him and train with him?
Not too much because the people like to say, yeah, Francis did improve a lot on his last fight, but Francis improved a lot already in the MMA factory. But he had something in his mind. It was just that. But when you know Fernando Lopez, this is not the tactic. This is not his tactic. So the people the people think, yeah, he just improved of that, but no, 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 no worries. He did a lot in MMA Factory, and he was already ready to do that before, but it was just on his strategy to knock out the guys, the opponent. But now with his new team, I don't know what the team did, but he did very well because now he's more he managed more the situation. So that's great. He improved on that.
You told me your game plan for Derrick Lewis when I asked you, you said touch and not get touched. I'm assuming similar game plan for Francis Ngannou.
Yes, a little bit, of course. I think today Francis have more power than me. He have more power than me. That's sure. So I'm gonna manage this like every time. We're gonna. I don't have the good word, but when you have a problem, you move away. You don't go in the front. So that's it. That's what we're gonna do.
And did you get any specific sparring partners for Francis? Did you bring in anyone specific to train for him?
Uh, we use a lot Nassourdine Mavov. With Nassourdine Mavov is really great because we improve on the ice, on the fight IQ, on the I don't have the good word, but Nassourdine really speed and really he is a sniper. He is really a sniper. When Nassourdine want to try to touch you, you must be good. You must be good. So this is a good sparring partner for me. Really quick,
Well, it's
really
a
fast. Yeah.
well, yeah, it makes a lot of sense now because we look at you and we say, Ciryl doesn't move like a heavyweight; he moves like a middleweight or a welterweight even. But now that I'm hearing that you're training a lot with a guy like Nasruddin Imamov, I could see
Yeah.
how both of you could benefit from each other.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I was a good sparring partner for his last fight, and he's gonna be a really great sparring partner for my next fight.
And you guys are fighting in Anaheim, California, on January 22nd. How do you feel again about fighting in the US? You fought in Texas. Perhaps a crowd that was cheering for Derrick Lewis didn't seem like it affected you at all. But how do you feel about fighting in California?
This is a new era for me, so yes, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna see this new place. I never been there, so I'm gonna enjoy and like every time we're gonna take a good time with the family, with the team, and they have a son there too, so it's gonna be great. And like every time, I'm gonna fight, and we will see the finish. But I hope I'm gonna win. Yeah, this will. It's gonna be crazy if tomorrow I win. Oh la la, it's gonna be crazy.
Did it feel good to finish Derrick Lewis? I know a couple of people had their reservations about some, like your performances, talking about how, but you started out your career with a lot of finishes. I thought you fought very intelligently, but was it good to get that finish to silence a few of those people that may have been saying stuff?
We knew that every time. We knew that when we upcoming for a new fight, we knew if it's gonna be easy or not to finish the fight. If we're gonna manage or if we're gonna finish the fight with Derrick Lewis, we knew that. At the second, maybe where yes, at the second round it's really possible. Every time we say that with the team, and we did it because we know that sometimes you don't have the great opponent to finish the fight. It's too dangerous when you see the fight because a lot of people talk about the fight against my guy just over there, Jairzinho.
Yeah.
Every people talk about this fight when you ask me that. But I say Jairzinho stayed dangerous during all the 5 rounds. So that's why. That's it. That's
Why
it.
that poster specifically? Why do you have that poster, or do you have the other ones around?
This is my first main event.
Okay.
it was my first main event, and because it was my favorite, the poster is my favorite. It looked good, really nice. Yeah,
Oh,
but
if this is yeah.
I'm gonna put all the behind me. I got a space.
Okay. Nice. Well, if this is your favorite poster, which was your favorite fight?
My favorite fight is against Volkov. Yeah, my favorite win it's against Volkov because for me Volkov is one of the best of the division, 100%. He's really well rounded and he can do everything. He's really tall, really heavy than me. And you see when he was the champion already in the Bellator, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it was the years when I started maybe the Muay Thai, or maybe I started the Muay Thai the next years. So you have a lot of experience more than me, so that's why.
Well, Ciryl, I appreciate you doing this. Hopefully, the fight with Francis will be your most special moment or your favorite fight yet. Appreciate you taking the time as always. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
me too.
and
Like every
best
time,
of luck.
like every time.